I just plugged every major streaming device into my TV for 30 straight days. And what I found is going to make a lot of people seriously angry. Because while your friends are bragging about their Rokus and their Fire Sticks, there's a hierarchy here that nobody's being honest about. And if you buy the wrong one, you're going to feel it every single day in buffering screens, in laggy remotes, in ecosystems that nickel and dime you at every turn. Here's what nobody's telling you. Number 5 on this list has a fatal flaw that the company's own marketing team is actively hiding. Number 3 is the one tech insiders actually use but almost never recommend publicly. And number 1, the one I'm holding right now, costs less than a dinner for 2 and beats devices that cost 3 times as much at the thing that actually matters most. Stay with me, because the comparison at the end of this video is going to completely change how you think about streaming. Let's get into it. Number 5, Roku Ultra 2024, the safe choice that costs you. Walk into any Best Buy, ask a sales associate what streaming device to buy, and they'll point you straight at the Roku Ultra. And look, I get it. Roku has the most recognizable name in streaming. The interface is clean. The channel store has over 500,000 movies and TV episodes. On paper, this thing checks every box. But here's what that sales associate isn't going to tell you. The Roku Ultra 2024 supports HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos. Specs-wise, that's genuinely impressive for the price. The lost remote finder is a nice touch. Press a button on the box. Your remote beeps. The private listening mode through the headphone jack on the remote is something almost no competitor offers. And the Ethernet port means you can hardwire your connection for rock-solid 4K streams. So what's the problem? The Roku platform is built around one thing: selling you ads. And I don't mean the occasional banner. I mean the home screen is a billboard. Promoted content shows up in your search results even when you're searching for something specific. Roku's data collection practices are aggressive. They track what you watch across every app, across every channel, and sell that data. And in 2025, they got caught redirecting users away from certain streaming apps to push their own Roku channel. The performance is also showing its age. The processor handles 4K content fine, but navigate between apps quickly and you'll notice stutters. Switch from Netflix to Prime Video to Disney Plus in rapid succession, and there's a half-second lag that never goes away. At $99, it should be faster. The Roku Ultra is fine, but fine in 2025 is not good enough when the competition looks like this. Number 4, Roku Streaming Stick 4K, the traveler's pick with one big catch. Before you scroll past this one thinking it's just a cheaper Roku Ultra, stop. Because the Streaming Stick 4K actually beats the Ultra in one specific area that matters a lot to a specific group of people: the form factor. This thing plugs directly into your HDMI port and disappears behind your TV. No power bricks, no cables running across your entertainment unit. You're powering it off your TV's USB port. If you travel constantly, stay in hotels, or move between multiple screens, this is the most practical streaming device ever made. I tested it on 3 different hotel TVs across 2 different cities, and setup took under 90 seconds every single time. Miracast support means you can mirror your phone or laptop screen wirelessly. That's genuinely useful and something the Ultra doesn't prioritize in the same way. 4K resolution with HDR10+, and Dolby Vision support means you're not sacrificing picture quality for the compact form factor. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. No Ethernet port, no headphone jack on the remote. And because it's running on a weaker processor than the Ultra, if you're doing anything more demanding than straightforward streaming, like running the Peloton app or gaming through a cloud service, it will struggle. The Roku ad problem I mentioned in the Ultra, it's worse here because there's less processing headroom to handle it gracefully. At $49, this is the best option for travelers and secondary TVs. For your main screen, keep reading. Number 3, NVIDIA Shield TV 4K, the one the experts use. Here's where things get interesting. The NVIDIA Shield TV is the device that tech journalists quietly recommend to their friends while publicly reviewing everything else. And once you understand what it actually does, you'll understand why. This is the only streaming device on this list with an actual GPU inside. NVIDIA's Tegra X1 Plus processor isn't just handling your streaming app. It's actively upscaling lower resolution content to 4K in real time using AI. Watch something shot in 1080p on the Shield TV, and it looks better than it does on any other device. I tested this back-to-back with the same episode of a show on the Shield and on a Fire Stick. Same TV, same settings. The Shield made the content look like it was shot in 4K. The Fire Stick showed you exactly what it was. Dolby Vision, HDR10, Dolby Atmos, all supported. The game streaming performance through GeForce Now is genuinely excellent. If you've been waiting for a streaming device that also handles cloud gaming without embarrassing you in front of friends, this is it. The Shield also runs full Android TV, which means access to the Google Play Store, proper sideloading of apps, and a software ecosystem that's miles ahead of Roku's walled garden. The cylindrical design is polarizing. You'll either love how invisible it is next to your TV, or you'll find it annoying to locate when you need to press the reset button. The remote is premium, but the device itself is plasticky for the price. And the price is the problem. At $149 for the standard model, this is the most expensive device on this list. For 4K streaming, that's a lot to pay when the #1 pick on this list costs a third of that. But if you have a large library of older content, if you want the best possible upscaling, and if cloud gaming matters to you, the Shield TV isn't an extravagance. It's the right tool for the job. Number 2, Google Streamer 4K, the one that almost won. I want to be honest with you about something. For about 2 weeks of my testing period, the Google Streamer 4K was sitting in my #1 spot, and I had to make a genuinely difficult call to move it down. Here's why it's extraordinary. Google TV's interface is the best in the streaming business right now, period. It learns what you watch, aggregates your watch lists from Netflix, HBO Max, Disney Plus, and Prime Video into one unified feed, and surfaces recommendations that are actually relevant. I've been using it for a month, and the homepage feels like it knows me. No other streaming platform does this as well. The processor is fast, genuinely, noticeably fast. Switch between apps, and it's instant. Open Netflix and you're watching in under 3 seconds. The 4K HDR with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos support is flawless. And the built-in Google Assistant integration means you can search across every streaming service simultaneously just by talking. Hey Google, find me a thriller from the 90s? It actually works. Chromecast built-in means your phone, laptop, and tablet can throw content to your TV instantly. And unlike Roku, Google's data practices, while not perfect, don't involve injecting ads directly into third-party content. So why isn't it #1? 2 reasons. The price at around $99 puts it in a tier where it's competing against a device that costs half as much and matches it in almost every meaningful category. And Google's track record of killing products, Google Stadia, Google Play Music, Nexus players, means there's a real question about long-term software support. Buying into a Google hardware product in 2025 requires a certain amount of faith that the company won't abandon it in 3 years. If you're already deep in the Google ecosystem, Android phone, Google One, YouTube Premium, the streamer makes perfect sense. For everyone else, the math gets harder to justify. Number 1, Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max, the one that actually wins. I know what you're thinking. The Fire Stick, that's the winner? The thing that comes with Prime Day bundles and lives in a drawer? Yes, and let me tell you exactly why. Because this isn't a default choice. It's a deliberate one. The Fire TV Stick 4K Max runs on an octa-core processor that is genuinely the fastest in this price bracket. Compared to the standard Fire Stick, this is not a minor upgrade. It's a different device. App switching is instant. 4K streams load faster than anything else I tested at this price. The Wi-Fi 6E support means if you have a modern router, you're getting the most stable wireless connection of any stick-form device on the market. Dolby Vision, HDR10+, HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Atmos. Every format fully supported. The Alexa Voice Remote Pro is genuinely one of the best remotes in streaming. The shortcut buttons are customizable. The backlighting is practical, not just a gimmick. And Alexa integration means you can control your smart home, check the weather, set a timer, and search across streaming services without touching your phone. The ambient display mode turns your TV into a rotating photo frame when you're not watching. Minor feature, but genuinely nice. Here's what people get wrong about Amazon's ecosystem. Yes, Prime Video gets preferential treatment on the home screen. Yes, Amazon wants you to spend money in their store. But the Fire TV interface has gotten dramatically better over the past 2 years. The recent update added a For You feed that aggregates content from your subscribed services almost as well as Google TV does. And critically, Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Apple TV Plus, every major service works perfectly on this device. At $59, this is the value calculation that beats everything else on this list. You're getting 90% of what the NVIDIA Shield offers at 40% of the price. You're getting a smarter interface than Roku at a comparable price. And you're getting better performance than the Google streamer for $40 less. Is it perfect? No. The ads in the interface are real. Amazon's push to make you spend money is relentless. If that bothers you philosophically, buy the Google streamer and be happy with it. But if you want the fastest, most capable, most feature-complete streaming device for under $60, the Fire TV Stick 4K Max wins. It's not close.